Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to day 10 of my 31 Days of Horror. Yes, a review a day for 31 days. Bringing you a film from 2013, and for some reason it is a Halloween-themed movie. I'm trying not to pick all Halloween-themed movies here. I try to want to get all different types, especially ones that I haven't seen, or ones that do need a review. So without further ado, from 2013, we are doing All Hallows Eve. Yes, this is a cool little double feature that has two Halloween horror films, but we're going with All Hallows Eve first. And pretty much this is the anthology starring Art the Clown. Now, Art the Clown kind of spawned into another character later in the movie called Terrifier, which is now spawning another sequel to it. So this is pretty much Art the Clown's first appearance. And it's actually played by a different actor. And I can't read it because it's so small. I forgot the gentleman's name, but it's not the same guy who's played Art the Clown in Terrifier. So someone completely different. So with this one, All Hallows Eve is about a babysitter. Her name is Sarah. She's babysitting two kids on Halloween. You know how it goes. Babysitter on Halloween, nothing could go good. So in the midst of watching Night of the Living Dead, the kids decide to open up their candy. And of course, in the kid's bag, he finds a VHS tape. Really weird that this kid doesn't remember where this VHS tape came from. It's not labeled. It's in a giant plastic black snapper case. And they're like, what the fuck? So, like, should we watch it or not? So, of course, the babysitter, we put it on for a few minutes to see, make sure it's not, kid porn or anything stupid like that. And of course, it starts off like on a underground tunnel type thing. So she's like, all right, doesn't seem that bad. So the kids come running in. Well, we get this girl who's sitting at a bus stop. She's waiting for a late night bus. And, some drunk trick Halloweeners, partiers come by, and, she thinks nothing of it, goes to the bathroom, comes back, and Art the Clown happens to be sitting there and across from her, just staring at her. And pulls out his little horn and everything. She's like, leave me alone. I just want to do my own thing. She starts to get away. Art the Clown grabs her, injects her with something, and all of a sudden she's awoken in a underground facility underneath the train station, along with three other girls. They're all chained. And of course, one of them gets pulled down to the ground, yanked into a room somewhere, and screaming occurs. Well, there's someone and something else underneath this underground maze where who knows what is down there until we find out what it is. This one has to deal with witches and the devil, as well as mutated monster creature. That's pretty cool. So that's the first one. So the babysitter's like, you kids need to go to bed. We're not watching this anymore. This is insanely crazy. The kids are all pissed, but they do. So curiosity gets the best of Sarah, and she's like, you know what? Let me see what else is on this tape. So we play the next one. The next one's about this girl. Her and her husband move into a nice, quiet town, big house, not the city, where the husband's away, and of course, she is unpacking everything. He's an artist, and one of his pictures, of course, is covered because there's a face in there that she doesn't like. Well, anyway, this glowing orb flies out of nowhere and lands near the house. All the power's cut, the cell phones don't work, her car's dead, she can't figure out what the fuck's going on. And of course, we have ourselves this alien creature tormenting her. And she needs to escape. Her phone works, doesn't work, all that weird shit. And Art makes a cameo appearance in that as well. He's not the killer. Some weird ass alien thing is. The alien looks pretty interesting. Looks a little freaky, little low budget, but still pretty cool. All right. So now we go back to the babysitter again. She's starting to hear weird noises around the house. She's checking on the kids. The kids are like, "Can you stop checking on us?" And they're like, I'm not checking up on you. So maybe someone or something is in the house. So she's like, whatever. Get back to my drinking wine. And hop on the third flick. Third one's about this girl. She is a costume designer for movies. Gas is running low. She goes to a gas station. Well, gas station attendant's nowhere to be found until he comes out screaming, yelling at Art the Clown, who happened to piss and shit all over a stall. We probably know about that scene in a different film. So anyway, he kicks Art away and fills her up her tank and starts giving her directions. Well, he starts to hear this weird noise, and of course, Art the Clown has magically appeared to murder the gas station attendant. So now Art is after her, and she is just trying to get away from him. And it kind of shows a little bit of Art's supernatural ability a little bit, that he just magically appears, and of course, he's after her and tormenting her. So, that's the third one. I'm going to get back to the whole wraparound with the babysitter now, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on around the house. Don't want to get much involved in that because that was a pretty cool setup on what happens. Alright, now my thoughts on All Hallows Eve. It's a freaking awesome little anthology. Very gory. It's got some good nudity to it. So if you're familiar with Terrifier, then if you've never seen All Hallows Eve, I highly, highly recommend checking out All Hallows Eve 2, because this is kind of the movie that spawned Art the Clown, that later on turned into a Terrifier spin-off. So now we have a complete whole movie about Art and Terrifier. So this is where he originated. Still, he doesn't talk. He does all his motions and movements, which is pretty good. So they pretty much stick with that. Very gory. Pretty fucked up scenes as well. Some good scenes that could make you jump. So I definitely recommend All Hallows Eve from 2013. There's no really any special features to this Blu-ray. It's just one Blu-ray. Has both films on it. You just select which film you want to pick. Either All Hallows Eve or Mischief Night. And go from there. If you can find this Blu-ray cheap, I definitely recommend grabbing it. You get a 2-for-1 deal. So that's the back. So I definitely recommend grabbing it, especially for All Hallows Eve. Now, they did make a sequel to All Hallows Eve, but it doesn't have Art in it. So just a heads up on that if you're thinking about grabbing part 2, which I have not yet seen. I might have to grab that one. But anyway, this is my ratings. Yes, couldn't think of the word. Tired. Out of a possible 10, I give this one an 8.5 out of 10. Had a lot of fun with it. Good stuff. Good gore. The second one's kind of like the weird one. It kind of feels out of place a little bit, but still pretty good. So definitely check out All Hallows Eve from 2013, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And also, if you haven't, love to hear your thoughts on this movie. Especially if you like Art the Clown, love to hear your thoughts. I'm going to be hopefully meeting him next weekend at a horror convention at Scarecon. Unfortunately, it's in Rochester this year. So if you're going there, hopefully I'll meet you there. Alright guys, have a good one. Peace.